Royale High. Haven't heard that name in such a long time. The Roblox game about role-playing as a fairy that had everyone in a chokehold in 2018. I mean, it was iconic. I haven't played Royale High since maybe Campus 3 was released, and even then I didn't play it that much. All I remember is Royale High having a fallout, and so I thought why not play it again and see if it is as fun as it used to be in 2018 to 2020.
Already, I'm seeing that there's a new campus, Campus 4, and Campus 3 has been made into different realms, I suppose. They also got rid of the map feature, and now everything is just like different servers, and you can see how many players are in the server, which is kind of sad. It takes out the whimsy of the game. Also, RIP to Enchantrix High and Fantasia. You were OG and you were loved, but I understand why you needed to go. Already as I enter Campus 4, I can see the designs, the details, and it really does seem like a huge, castle vibes, which I really like. And also there's a new schedule feature in which you can definitely off the schedule or on it, which is kind of, very hopeful. And also I haven't seen so many diamonds on the floor just floating there since Enchantrix High, and I think it's really nice to see that since it kind of gives you a way of diamond farming and EXP farming at the same time. I think the whole Royale High Campus 4 is just for EXP and diamond farming. As I explored the campus more, it felt like it was a Barbie dream house. It felt more like a toy house than it did a school. Like the feeling you get when entering Royale High 1 and 2 wasn't there. But here you felt more like a student, with all the classes and stuff, which I don't mind, but I wish there was a ball of some sort, like there was in previous Royale High games. Yeah, I know it's still in beta and the whole campus hasn't been released yet, but it kinda gets annoying when two campuses have the same issue. It's kinda boring to play an unfinished game, and 2 is even worse. Like they don't even have Campus 3 updated yet and they have started Campus 4 already. Also, I felt like most of the people playing in the server were just EXP farming or diamond farming because the chat was so dry and the hallways were so empty, but I also understand that also might be a Roblox chat issue. But one good thing about Royale High Campus 4 is that all of it is in the same server, so it's really easy to roleplay as compared to Royale High 3 where everything was in a different place. But no one really wants to roleplay anymore since they're all addicted to trading items instead. I mean, this isn't only for Royale High, it's something that is lost entirely now. No one wants to roleplay anymore and find it cringe, which is sad to say the least. I remember being a kid and loved to roleplay as a fairy in Royale High, and it was such a great way to make friends as well. I also explored the other parts of the castle as well, but none of it was brand new. Everything was kind of, taken from different previous campuses, so I kind of skipped that part. Out of the entire Campus 4, I really think the store is probably my favorite so far because it's something new and never seen before. And it's so sad to see such a detailed game dying and not having the same whimsy as it used to back in the day. I also like the new dorms. I love the fact that the fountain lady is in the middle of the dorms since it makes so much sense to wake up and then wish into the fountain. As I explored even more, I remembered how much attention to detail Royale High truly has. Like the developers put so much details into the emotes that you can do and the food that you can eat, and you could choose the task that you wanted to do. I then went into the sleepover tower, which really reminded me of that one Barbie movie where Barbie had like 12 different sisters. All in all, Royale High 4 was cute, but it really felt like a Barbie dollhouse and felt really empty. I then went on to play the schedule for Campus 4, and to say the least, it was definitely an XP farming game. I leveled up twice while playing it and got tons of diamonds in between the rounds as well. It's good if you're trying to farm for a set. I think I like the schedule a lot more because it had some old games like the potions class, swimming class, and also the flying class, but it also had some new classes like archery. One thing I kind of found confusing was that there was a fashion show in between the classes, which was a little weird, but it was definitely fun playing it. All in all, Royale High 4 is a good game if you want to farm for EXP and leveling up and getting dims. But if you want to talk to someone and make friends, it definitely is not the game for it. But I think because the newer sets aren't as good as the previous ones, and so no one really wants to farm for them, that's one of the main reasons as to why Royale High 4 is failing so badly. And also it is so irregularly updated that it kind of feels boring to play it. But of course there's a bigger reason as to why Royale High had such a bad fallout, and we're going to talk about that later.
I also wanted to check out the new sets of Royale High. I mean, they were one of the things that made Royale High as famous as it is now. And then I saw it, the main cause of downfall, the toys. I first checked out the new sets that were available to all the players. There were at least 9 to 10 of them since I had left, which was a good thing, I suppose. But also so many of them felt like reheated old Royale High sets anyways. I decided to try on all the sets to see them in detail. I also shifted to Royale High 1 since it had better lighting anyways. The first set I tried was the Breezy Meadows set. It was a cute little set and it kinda gave off cottagecore vibes. I personally didn't like the heels, but that's kinda my opinion. The skirt just felt like different toggles to the Whimsy Witch skirt, but all in all it was a okay-ish set. The next set was Sky Seraphim. This was the only set that I particularly really liked. It was kinda original as well and it looked really pretty. It felt like I was a divine angel. I also loved that there was eyelashes, it was something new. I think this was my favorite set so far. The next one was the Fallen Face set. This was kind of giving Darcy vibes from winxclub, which I kind of love because, I mean, Royale High is based on winxclub, or at least at one point was. I love the fact that Royale High is now also adding wings to their sets because it makes so much sense because we're supposed to be like fairies. I think it's a good set as well, but again, I quite didn't like the skirts. The next one is the Ballroom Butler Tuxedo. It's been so long since we got a mask only set, and I also like the female version of it, of course. And finally, we're getting suits in Royale High, which is nice. It also was a homage to the waiters in Royale High 2 who used to serve us during the Royal Ball, which was nice. All in all, this was a simple set, but I liked it as well. The Lullaby set was like the last set that I saw, but it kinda gave the same vibes as the Breezy Meadow set, so I had nothing extra to add to it. Also, the thing that I don't really like about the newer sets is that they look like pre-existing sets, but just with some extra pieces added onto them, or taken off. But still, some of them are really nice sets and I liked them. Also, PS, all of these are just my opinions, and of course I know it takes a lot of effort and time to make these sets, and not all of them are gonna be for my liking. So if you like some of these sets, it's all good, and I'm sorry if I offended you. Now, I wanted to try on the toy sets. These were the sets that you can get only if you bought the specific toys for the set. I don't think selling the toys was really that bad of a thing, but I just think the timing of selling the toys was a little bit odd, since Royale High hadn't made a set in a long time. And then when they did decide to make a set, they were all from toys that almost none of the players in Royale High could get. On top of that, some of these sets were beautiful, but most of the sets didn't fit into the Royale High world or looked very odd to wear. But then there were some gorgeous pieces in the toy set that a lot of people couldn't get because the toys weren't available in their area and it was too expensive to get it in Royale High by trading. So yeah, adding a bunch of unattainable items to most of the players isn't such a good idea. I kind of feel bad for the Royale High devs as well because of the downfall, because they were able to mix beautiful and stunning games like Divinia Park, Apartments, and Diamond Beach with working campuses like Royale High 1, Royale High 2, and even Enchantrix. And they were able to integrate all these games into making it a one singular game so easily, and it actually worked. I know Royale High's downfall wasn't all their fault as well, but they did abandon like 2 different campuses and sold unattainable items to their own players and were slow with their updates. I understand how their downfall was inevitable, but I think the players also played a large part in it. Players truly stopped playing Royale High like it was meant to be played, like a role-playing game, since Tradery was released. Trading really wasn't that bad of a thing, but people just kept farming for diamonds and just kept trading the items, and were no longer interested in the main game, which also led the community to become so toxic. As Royale High didn't update, the players got even more upset, and it got hard to reach to their level as a new player because the game was not updated that frequently. So there was a huge gap between the newer players and the already playing players. The players also became so much more demanding for stuff, which started from just asking for new updates to straight up harassing a lot of the devs, which eventually made me as well quit the game. And so the toxic and demanding players mixed with zero updates and also the toys really led to the downfall of Royale High. But on a lighter note, I think Royale High will always have a space in my heart because I played it when I was a kid obsessed with the winxclub. Even my first Roblox account ever was winxclub123. I mean, we were cringe, but we were having fun. And I kind of think it's inspiring that a game based on Althea and a fairy school in winxclub was able to have its own fan base, players, different games, and even awards. I mean, Royale High ran so that so many new high school games could walk. And to be honest, it will always be my comfort game, and I hope that Royale High will be able to revive itself. And I know it's not going to be the same as the glory days, but it would be nice to see Royale High alive again.